We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
For the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Andrews.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Ravens.
Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4-yard
line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Rolling to his left. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. A shotgun snap to give to Dobbins. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Jackson.
44-yard line.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
To Gus Edwards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Flush to his right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior block.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down.
Throwing is Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Ravens 17. Eagles 6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third down. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Operating from the gun, Jackson got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown on the season, add on to their lead. Here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key, his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
On the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. This will make it into the end zone, and Rager will not return it. 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
That's caught inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there for Philly. 59 yards. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it 24-13. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 4. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive back.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Brings up second and goal.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And the Raven first down.
First and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson rolling to his right. This is caught. Watkins. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, Jackson steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
They'll look to run with Edwards. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Sammy Watkins as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Escaping the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in the front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Just 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
another run here with Sanders.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Brings up third and 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Aguilar has it. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
They'll go again with Sanders. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. Well, they decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. They'll run here with Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Buying time to his left. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Good. Makes the score Eagles 41, Ravens 38. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Check three.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Jackson.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Edwards. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And now here is another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. Big hold of the 30. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and you shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up.
need a break.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down.
Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Street Tree, and shout classic.
I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a flag on the play.
yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown,